Hi, Star Family. Zan here. I'm alive. Had a lot of physical healing to do in the last few months, so that's the reason for my absence. But I did want to come on to talk about answers and signs from our guides. So in September, I asked my guides for red dragonfly to know that I was on the right path. Maybe a week later, I was, I guess, shopping because I had just gotten in my car and then a big red dragonfly just comes right in front of my windshield and hovers there for like 3 seconds. Biggest dragonfly I've ever seen. And then it flew away. So it's like, okay, there's my sign. But of course, I kind of questioned it a little bit, but I for the most part went with it. Driving in Mount Shasta, we saw a bunch of more red dragonflies, and then in the house we were staying in Shasta, there was a big metal red dragonfly. So no more questioning there. I'm on the right path. Now, recently moved to Vegas, so there was some questions coming up within myself if I made the right move. Will I have to go back to LA? And, I'm on the internet and I run into a beautiful red dragonfly photographed by Steve Trolletti, who is Soul Family. We've connected here on Instagram. And I could just feel it in my core, just solidifying right path. There's no more room for doubt, no more room for question. And, as Steve said, it wasn't just any red dragonfly. It was a ruddy darter. And I'll post the photo after this is up. But, just, well, first of all, being one of his photos. And secondly, learning that it's about 10 years old. So it's like, what are the odds of that photo coming into my path? And so I am fully on the right path. I may not know what the hell I'm doing, but whatever I'm doing, I'm just going to keep doing it because it's what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's one major thing for myself. Excuse me, I'm still sick. But the other day, I kept getting this push to write in my group chat that I love one of my star sisters. And it just tends to get picked on a lot. She's always reading, always sharing what she learns, and always sharing the messages she receives. And some people don't know how to handle that. I like to call her a Hermione from Harry Potter. And I did write that. I love our Hermione Jess, and with some other words, reminding everybody that Hermione wasn't fully liked in the beginning because she was misunderstood. And I feel like that's just a lot of times people just don't know how to take her. But I'm really glad I followed through with that push I kept getting from her guides, actually, because they were words she really needed to hear that day, really needed to hear at that moment. And just confirmed some things for her. And so it is important for us to really consider following through when we get these feelings, when we get these inclinations or these pushes, because we just don't know the positive impact it could have on somebody. But it could go the opposite way too, with a negative impact for all the haters out there, but we're not concerned about them. So yeah, I'm just glad I listened because yeah, she needed to hear that boost of encouragement and regain that confidence that she was starting to lose. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, well, I'll first say after, I don't know, maybe 6 months of trying to find a job in LA, 0 phone calls. I'm here in Vegas. Within 2.5 weeks, I have 5 interviews. So, yeah, I have no room to question anymore. But anyway, I have been going on these interviews. And one interview, my guides were trying to warn me, I guess not to get my hopes up for the job, because on my way there, I missed the freeway entrance. I got lost in the neighborhood around the freeway, and then once I got to the hospital facility, I got lost again. There's so many damn buildings in the area, but I found it. But right when I parked, my ears plugged up, both of them. I didn't think anything of it at first because I do have history of ear problems. So I thought they were just doing their thing. And there was a lot of white noise that came with it. And I just couldn't even hear myself. I mean, I speak softly anyway, but I couldn't hardly hear myself talk. So it's like, oh, I hope they heard my name. I hope they heard that I'm here for an interview. I get called, I'm in the interview, I'm having to pay extra attention to what they're saying to make sure I'm conversing appropriately, how my experience would fit in, and, all that. We get to a point where we distribute drug to patients, fill out drug logs, and even administer drugs. So it's like, okay, there's the warning. I'm not a pharmacist. I don't have PharmD behind my name. So yeah, I'm not gonna do anything illegal just for a job. So interview's over, get back in my car, ears clear up. Now, they did call 2 days later, say they went with somebody else, but I already knew by then, didn't want the job. So I was quite happy with that. But yeah, these are all things that we can ask for to get answers, and things to look out for, because our guides are always trying to talk to us, and we're not always paying attention as we're human. But yeah, beautiful star family, I just wanted to share these 3 things that I feel are important, or at least they were important to me, and use them as examples that maybe you can use to see, like, hey, that was a message for me, like having something similar. So yeah, I'll see you all next time.